Welcome to this Minecraft Redstone tutorial video. I am Tidbit, she, her, and I am here to teach you how to create a copper golem storage system that is cheap, simple, and quiet. So, let's get the music started and put everything in place. And if you're here from the end of the video, here is a great spot to screenshot to know where all the important components go for each module. Now, let's start with explaining how all of this works. The main legs of this operation are the comparator. They are able to read containers, and if they have objects inside them, give a redstone output that will go into these blocks here, which power this dot of redstone that will open this sticky piston, allowing us to access the chest. Here is what it looks like in full of where object goes in. It opens the chest. We take out the last object. We cannot sort this disk into any of the array, so we go to the next chest and put it into that module for the next golem to start sorting it anew. Now, you might be wondering, that seems pretty simple. All that was being done was just this one comparator. Why is there a second one? Well, let me show you something very interesting about Minecraft. There's a block on top of this chest. We put an object in, and nothing happens. Because while a chest cannot be opened, a comparator cannot read from that chest, which is the entire crux of this storage system to be quiet. Because copper golems check copper chests every 7 seconds if they have nothing in their hands. So we need to block the copper chest to make sure they don't check it every 7 seconds. But when you do that, you can't check when there's an object in there. And we know there is a disk in there. That is why we have the second comparator to read from the hopper whenever an object passes through it to hit this block, which in turn powers this redstone, which moves this piston to move the block off, which allows this comparator to read that there are objects in this chest, which powers the redstone continuously until all the items have been removed. Now, we'll get to this at the end of the video. The next segment we are doing is what it looks like from the end of the copper golem's perspective in this very simple and cheap single module. So, let's get started with that. We throw the disk in, and this is how copper golem sorting works. So, they will take an object out of the chest. They will only have this object or item of 16 or less, and they will check through every single chest, seeing if there are stuff in the chest. Does it match the object? If it does, they put it in. If it does not, they exit the chest and go to the next, checking if there's anything in there. Does it match? And so on and so on. And the mud here is extremely important because, as you can see here, we go up by a little bit when we are on this block, because this allows the copper golem to see the bottom 3 chests, but still have access to these other sets of chests. And we have in 9, because copper golems can remember 10 copper chests and 10 normal chests. So we have 9 here and a 10th one over here that it will check always last, because the copper chest gets them to this block, so they go by and by until they get here, where they take the object that was not able to be sorted and put it in this empty chest that is constantly filtering into either the unsorted chest or the next module, because that is how all of this is set up. Very expandable. And cheap, because here is the blueprint of all the stuff you'll need to make this simple box. You'll need 22 chests, 3 hoppers, 4 copper chests. They can be waxed, oxidized, whatever you like. 1 redstone dust, 2 comparators, 1 sticky piston, 3 mud building blocks of your choice, and of course, the copper golem. And I have here all the stuff that I use to decorate this box. I use 3 shelves for the outside sorting, transparent blocks to keep an eye on the golems, and stairs to still have access to the chests while not blocking them off. And we are using the shelves here to indicate on the outside, from left to right, which chest is which. And all of this same system can be expanded into this. And it's very impressive. You can reach all of the stuff. Well, I really hope so, because this is the input chest. This is the output chest. Why is it copper? Are we not copper golems slowly sorting through our own storage systems? And I just find that it's much easier to remember. This one lone chest is the input. This one copper chest is what got rejected. Could not be sorted through this entire system. And can you hear that? It's very quiet, because the chests only open if there is something for the girls to grab. And this is what it looks like from the back. All the modules are exactly the same. They have the two comparators, one reading the chest, one reading the hopper, going into the blocks to the one single redstone for the sticky piston. And we have override buttons in case we think there is something in there. And it'll stay open if there is something, because we already went over how comparators read chests when they are blocked off. The only difference is the down section, because unlike having the normal golem route be here and up into this chest, for this one, it's a bit shorter, because it does all of its chests, and then it goes down to this lower chest, which then goes into a small hopper chain into continuing the next and next modules until the very end, where this, no redstone around it, because it's just the last chest for them to put objects into the hopper, into here. We don't need any redstone to block this off from us, right? So, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, comment your thoughts, share it around, maybe with your storage enthusiast friends. And subscribe to be notified when new videos come out. Goodbye.